First Thessalonians 5.
3.
Wonderful, Pacho, baby, I will be an Mawakaba, Eba Salvation Ewa. Nyankopon enam na basane ne tumi so ode me no mienu enkwa achen papa ma obani mu yenkwa kraye die na odofo me hwo nkwan senguso a ema woba mu eguso ayeto aye ndwumadie no eso ya waresem nyoma ede awegu eba ana eguso a etwitine na me pese me bisa wo se empo wawe na egu ye no hwan na eta achire who is the cause of your divorce hwan ana nam ne so ma wawe no egu ye yenim ara enne no ne eba be kasa fa me dofo me pa wachew ema we mfi se metumi sa efra wo eba Praise Baptist Church International. Kwasieda bia som ebo anopa 8. No wo twepepepe ne atenas na nyame nam na kwa so de nanum nsem e de eba. Eti betumi nsa from se bia obi an kwa sorry a me pa chobra oju tano so apatapa junction na wasi uso ko Praise Baptist Church International. Obi bia obeso nsa e de waba. Eye ebina dan so so panyini etenase. Eye Tuesday wo ye counseling one on one. Ehonum na wo asembi se bi wo haw bi anase ade bi na ekoso na wonte ase a obetumi etutu anama no aba na ase yenye sempo anyi taku obetumi aba no aba be hu no na de wo bia na nyame nam ne so ene wo aka na de anu yie aba na de enigye nsoso abo abrobo nyame hye bebre medofo meso se ko YouTube na ko Apostle Fred Ministry na ko subscribe ye videos e de kan nyina no beto mfimfin se anu adwena ye hanya wonte ase ti so betumi ate ase de akọ YouTube a obe subscribe ye videos en so medical aka nyina san ye ba bedru ha no e wo ho no atimi ate ase na de wo ho no so afam aba na minu mienu ye ama ye ho anchire no mepa ocho bebre miguso a esrew edi nsato ensayem epa ocho bebre se so na sene e wodwumadie mu e kwa hodo bia so ye nsa ebesomu ne ani aso ne asan so adawase obetimi de afa momo line 0242 381 585 0242 381 585 enya sanso obetim there for PayPal and apostolefredministry@gmail.com PayPal apostolefredministry@gmail.com ye de jimade mu chia me munu aba na na yakunadu ya do me ne sister anya sanso mo akwa ba bi o medofo wa hwe de ene aye ya na ese ya motomoto yie pa esanse ensem a ekoso no e ha adwene eye awerehosem na ye sei so na asan akwa akoye ensem kenyan e de aba kristofo ekuwo mu mesro bebre medofo se unia bi kwa amanie mu ana ho chiemu a ema wani nye wate unia bi asem to no waraye mu a eja eso a efiti prekopa nnawi o da bi eso ba bi kakra bi ansa na adere ti so ko obi fie na se eja edere a bomode bi asa wudi nsuo beko na kwakodum no ye bo hwi ni akoyen papa wo na komo twetwe ni ato aso ne komo ne be de ebe ham spices wom enti nya botre na tena se ye ko ni akwakoto enjimedi so papa pa choye mo akwaba
Yeah, na.
pa cho ho ye de
Nyame adometi ase.
ya mitimo se wa moto ese na aha adwen bebre nsem bebre na ekoso ntina nyame na moso a okuso de nyansa ne nimdie ama wa wocheche de bia masem ba kope na meka mesre wade sa de be mama ye disappointed ne se obejo nkwa afi hu nsem obra enso ye mesre wade so mama nkwatenten na nyansa ne nimdie na ode adua mu no enso yenso na enso afoforo so na nkofo awawe entumi enyina ena no one person be say ye bisa ensem bebre o say ede ade anaso who is the cause of your divorce and obeti awawe bebrebe egu nyina no enye wiasefo enye buddhistfo enye obi brane mum ye kristofo ana ese won awawe adani dua a egu ankofo edi twetwe won sie ti ebisa se enfo ne taisa awawego ya chi a ema ensem bebre ekoso eye nua eye maame eye sofo eye asoiba ana se ehwan yampa chew ma ye nhunu
Ready show. I think said you can you know. We are going to talk about the causes of divorce. And I say, who is behind your divorce? Near my idea, why Jaya no eba and one more tie our Jayachi. One, before I beat me, our beat me a caution, we should understand the meaning of the word marriage. One, yeba our remua. Our rate is a package by itself. That's what you should have in your mind.
it's a package.
It's a package. And in that package, you know, there is something in. It's a box. There is something in one, there is love.
Odo.
Two, there is understanding.
Yes, yeah.
Three, there is peace.
Sunji.
Four, there should be communication.
Nkomo twetwe.
You understand what I'm saying? All this package is inside the box. there's respect.
When it is.
What did I mention? I said. So what's the same way when you know our remua? A package. A maybe a baby, sir, box and so says, Sandman boss union, it be any more. Utusini, oh baby. That's what I'm saying. So when we just have package, we should not want to call anymore. Utusini. And that package, you know, there is something called forgiveness. Forgiveness is the head of that package. So when you know the dasher, forgiveness. And to say the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5:11 up to 24. No, Kabibi. Paul be ending a conversation in he says something. There was a benediction. Say in everything we should love each other and make sure say we will share kissing. We should appreciate ourselves. We should love each other. We should try to greet each other with the love of kiss. Meaning, bibia chino. Yemfa bone nyede enchene ndo ye ho. So, from my little experience, and I say steady be my who say a marriage without this package, you know, any marriage. A baby then marriage. You're quite tinting. To the mature. And it before Ube enter into marriage, you know, who say you have all this package in your heart, in your mind. The man should have that package, the woman should have that package. And maybe if there is any issue, you just go straight to the box. You search for the box. Patriot Remission say. Timidebiana me come and say, me maduna me de call my warrior 2 bags. I don't look at the bad side of my wife, but I always look at the good side of her. What I mean? And to ya didn't you be another or ya any pony saying me am effect. So no problem. And I saw my wife as a human, not a spirit. As a human being, not a spiritual being. What did I mention? I don't know how to do home. But who said no nipa one? Yeah, nipa mistakes and shut down how be brave because she or he is not a spiritual being. And if you have all this package inside you, when your wife sin against you, you forgive. When your husband sin against you, you forgive. But if you don't have that package, not sad any bad, you always find solution to sad by your own imaginations. But no, the problem be brave ever. Pacho, what did I mention? The problem be brave. And we should want understand some marriage is a year for better and for worse. Don't look at the better side. If you look at the better side, there are worse parts. But what we are going to study now, we say, when the worst side starts up, who will you consult? Some may be say me more deno start here. Why na wo kwa ne nchen? Why na ne di nkomo? Na why na ya wo susu nsam e de kire no? Mami nche wade bi. Mami nche wade bi wa ha. You can say aware mu a. Ye hu aware ni say said ye hunu no sa na tie. No. Ade bi betimi esi obi life mu. What did I mention? Now many people are traumatized. You can't be a traumatizer. Why are shocked, upset? More time I say. You may be about so. Why disturb, offend, upset, hurt? The same pen a bassa won't mean control who. What I measure? To the people make my control say the person need remote. And the remote should be a spiritual father, a spiritual mother, a good friend, a mother or a father who have a common sense, a brother-in-law who have a common sense, a sister-in-law who have a common sense. Not ordinary person, not anyone, but people with knowledge and with common sense. They need a counselor who did not listen to one side and make a decision. Who did not listen to one side and judge. A counselor don't have any right to judge. If you're a counselor, if you're a married counselor, you're listening to who you'll be able to warrior for. Now, what you one side a judge and I would meet the other side a judge. I am advising you to resign. You are not a good counselor. A good counselor listens to the both sides and make decision. And when there's a judgment, he only judge it in his or her mind. Because a minute you will judge and that judge come out, you give the other party the power to make a decision. And into one, and what you be brave because of people was a marital issue start here. You call woman chain. If you told the mind.
Now, see any specific persons are sent by when you call no name there or what said the common sense. Nim the one who bet me a conning chain. You'll be a mummy or the moon worry. But your baby. It is a worry for being an issue. No one more moon worry. Hey, didn't come. Do you see that person say, we're mature? You don't know anything. Two, maybe I'm worried, but my worry, I'm worried, you know. I worry, you know what me. I worry, said the BCB. I worry, you know what me say. I see our worry is a task. And to be my warrior. Oma kohoma onhweba oba awari oma kohoma onhweba oba awari gya ne magu be mo awari gya ne magu be no it's not a husband. What did the mission say? Edan so keke there are people who say call me mister, call me blah blah blah. So mo akade ani de we mister without any duty, mister without any responsibility. You call yourself as a mister. And the men who are in there don't man so keke but they don't have any responsibility. Perform. And the same thing, a man be see a man, they don't know. So, if you have a marital issue and you consult these people, what kind of advice do you think say Ubenya? But maybe wa won shema. Ne yire na age ne meyede e hwe wo. Wa wari won asem when they do anim and when work. Common sense, we need anything. One, intino marriage ni bebre egu eye nkrofo ase eja ne start here. Ye di share o man ye de ko wo mo nche. They are the people who break marriages in the brain. It me obia. It can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be your sofa. You better say, Miss Nabetin, maybe as. And no, and person between party, you say we should be very careful, and we should also know the causes of our divorce. What Jawa is something because who nadia dia waje any buy. Well, now worry be my winya. Asumbi. Also, who mistake? Correct. So when that mistake now. Untimi. Okwa besa babiem. Ena Jimmy for kwase ampanyini. Ena wari mienu oba kwase ampanyini Jimmy for Erade fambo ne ncheme. Be very sorry. Ya na mitumi mfu bebre. Ena kwa wari jai. No asako na wajai. Wo kwari be mo wari mienu miensa jai a. Dwene hu mienu. Wo wari oba wari mienu jai a. Dwene hu mienu. Eye den ya. There is a day she or he need to stop. Otherwise, that thing will stop that marriage. Yes, there is certain thing that what's what there is something that person need to sit down and assess his or her life. The person need to sit down and take a spiritual livestock of herself or himself. After taking that spiritual livestock, the person will know the causes of his or her divorces. And a divorce. I think, oh, you're clear. This say, yeah, we sign your money, there will be a problem. And problem is, when person go for 10 say, any marriage be a divorce, everybody to know. And so, in contact for, mommy for, papa for, I saw for no moment, they don't know anything about that divorce. Do you know who knows that cause? It is the two parties involved. It's the two parties. And into the marital issues, Banny, but you so much on Union, Safwan, Transan, and Quachera, over many pound on Cassan wrong decision. Because maybe when there is divorce, or be a person money the other, a year day.
What's the meaning of it? And to tell that psychologically you can listen to somebody and know say what the person is saying is not true. The person is lying. And even if it is true, how will you solve that problem? And you know, so why you sensitive to the spirit of God, man, kunkun enu enu kan. And you nkofo bo wa aware mu adoma chede no ye gift and media medicine aware ni adem. Wo mu ni bi o. They read books. And some books, you know, so they are practicing different culture. And you can use that culture to come and solve your culture issue. A gift, a much a day. As our phone transition, son, I will back us and American Wakasa. No, the courses. To a book of book be steady at them because of study marriage. No book or the abroad marriage. And what they will solve commercial warrior. A busy but I have done my mission at the Medipa. And it's a nipping is an occasion with the books. And we had the environmental things in the academy maybe a big mistake. Because marriage is a spiritual thing. It is developed spiritually, not physically, and manifested. That's why matured people, not matured, so when you spiritually matured people should get married, not ordinary person.
Counselor, any so say you know, in Tawa where you are, who is the best person who was your consultant?
God bless you for that question. It's a very nice question. So for be a wish or if there is issue on the first person who tries to physically over solving it means over. Pass which variance only the first person you should consult. So for sure as well. But now we be an so for sure so. Ibu e fi say issue ba omo ye gia ware wo omo ho no nim nyansa no. Because enye ni pe bi a gia ware no nim nyansa. Wo mo ne bem no ma behwese be solve. Ofa wo ho, maami wo ho, papa wo ho, enua wo akonta wo ho. What the major thing? Wo mo ne bem say there will be peace. And there will be peace never. Just say because the easiest way to solve any conflict is to accept it. Just about from two captains can never. You can't control a ship. Once you calm down, and in marriage, once you calm down, I just say, and then who try and then you go to them, one of them, who should do answer. What the major say?
No, okay, same business. So be my most a man be on Mobecatcher say, Bible say, Mamma, Namon once into when Obana come or so cause a woo, one also a brown once into still when you need the best in sea.
Love when you're Brazilian, love. Any humility and a submissive. Submissive. Dear son. Yes. And in love, there is submissive. See, I can't also bring what's a pair bema. Because without love, you can't submit. So, the man should first submit. Without submission, you can't love. Sir, maybe I saw for a car, but they don't explain it. And now, one thing I'm advising you say, listeners, we should learn to ask questions. We should learn to ask questions. I like asking questions. Me, my programs are clear the and I'm trying to meet you, sir. And I need make Kenya also offer. Learn to have questions. Learn to ask questions. Dot something down. But what the major say? Yes, last time we can be so be say. Or why when I can say so for baby so worried by faith. Or one no queen then. You show kind I'm so boa. And I mean, chira what kwenti am se oboa no. So for yaka so one no ni yiri ni hwe na from bia me se oboa.
E dia na bibi ho.
Anya se e bia na bibi ho. Wo mu ni hwe no ma nware ameda asore dem. Wo mu ni hwe ni e bia no mo wo kete. Anu mo dan no mo tape. Ba wo ni kete dan kura wo ni bi. Wo do ho toto no.
Na bi enye ye.
Ana bi nsem wo ajapade wo se dan ene ka na ye ajapade no. Enten kodi sa dia nso mfa nkoware. Ana wo fredurate ya se ni pantu free baby. Obi ani ni fie. What did I mention na say? God bless you.
Amen.
But me say now we cut package in marriage. Say package when you na ebi any one. Package no love, understanding, communication between. Say package no ni bi e wo mu a Is it necessity for you to enter into marriage?
I would advise you no. And that package is starting whereby I will courting. That's why courting, dating, going out with a lady or a guy is very important. And to develop whereby a courtship and a course. And to join that time, we say development in teaming grow. I would advise you to quit.
One person says, I pack a new man whom Nina, no shame one, Nina share or Domwana, or Dono, Sansa Menina won't be.
Obian the Otenidasi.
Bible so do enti ase odo eye asumji
and to know why you go say ade we nyane bi no mu
in package no mu ni bi
enye so mu ni bi they can be a package no e wo ho but how to apply it is their problem.
Na bet me atoka abra ide so we fa driver na wa betwi no atoka na so
na wo car se bet ma atoka wo car ka na bet wo mu bi da
onam so bet me for driver no otwu
yes na driver no ko ja kwema and my advice is to if you buy a car now the strength is there for you to drive and learn how to drive because anything can happen
and then no credit
and a marriage on a bit more about someone who more worry where you should love more which you should respect more.
So respect shall love woman
and I'm making where you should love more which you should respect more where you should humility more which you should discipline more. Okay. Where you should forgiveness more. Okay. Where you should using understanding more.
That's what I said. Yeah, back over with the other.
And yeah, back a combination. Where the love and building a marriage. What's what the understanding and building marriage? Why you come na kase wo kofa love ni bi dia koye de na fe nu be no achoke. Your car. Ni nyina tu se konkre bi duje bi ebi se kwan ebi hwiase ebi ka ebi so ne kakra kom de kodu what am I say and in marriage na ye ntam fo obi fi asem en solve ye de and to me no person solve marital issues they should first understand and know that type of marriage no mkoka ho asem utie be ma no kwa wantie oba no to you sure say Oba no wajimi so ade ode ye bema no e ma bema no aminka ne say oba no ansema bema no ka kire mo fa oba no ho no oba no wajimi sesa ne ma no obeye
oye nipa oti
ade na beginning sa ne ma no
neni ho
na afi na aba ho entu tie bema no nkwana ka so oba ne oba nipa bonefo a a very big mistake. What did I mention? Bibina akoso and you find a book that no can name some chiropa or known is the cause of everything. But before have time to discuss people's divorces, to cause people divorce, but they don't have time to solve people's marital issues. Because blacks are selfish, blacks are very wicked, blacks are heartless.
Because
why relationship boyfriend issue. They will have time, but at any question, at the obetimia come at the problem. Na eba no to a child. No. How many times don't say our real ye be where we ni pay back? E go ya hwemo be back. Few. Adofo nyina twom. Ye nya mutem betima nya time discuss him where obetima ka we mistake why your relationship mu nyina. Obetima na down for biaka. But how many times obetima phrase you aka say you I think you we nya na think you ekoso nya but you discuss it outside. Entire. Me dey bia me ka say nipa nya me na me so mo ma ware agina e bebre. Nipa bebre. Entina dey me ka kire nipa ni. You're very careful.
But some person say so say you know ye obetimi de nani to say nipa so mercy and free ha say obetimi ba be the cause of your divorce ana yet me de anibu nipa we say nipa we de obetimi ba be the cause obetimi ba the threat to marriage.
I'm sure it is not a problem in the marriage that causes the divorces, but it is how you handle it.
Yes,
yes, the way you handle your marriage when problem starts, the way you handle it is the cause of the divorce. So when timing nyansafo I mean when timing ni pom ni nimde when no ni pom ye matured Anka won sem wa ware mu a, you make wrong decision.
Okay.
We make wrong decisions, and you later find yourself say, I need to break the marriage. And yes, I also nyame born.